Welcome to the podcast from infofina.com. Here's the number that should stop you cold: 3.9%, not 80%, not 47%, 3.9% of the US workforce, roughly 6 million people, face both high AI exposure and almost no ability to recover from displacement. That is where the real crisis lives, and almost nobody is talking about it correctly. The standard analysis looks at exposure, which jobs can AI theoretically touch, then it stops there. That produces a completely false map of who is actually at risk. Exposure without adaptive capacity tells you nothing. A worker who loses a high exposure job but has 6 months of savings, transferable skills, and 3 cities worth of job options is going to be fine. A worker with low exposure but zero financial runway skills that don't travel, and a thin local labour market is one bad quarter away from genuine hardship. Those are completely different situations, and aggregate statistics erase the difference entirely. The National Bureau of Economic Research built an index to measure this. 4 variables: net liquid wealth, skill transferability, geographic density, and age. When they mapped high exposure against low adaptive capacity, they found 6.1 million workers in the danger zone. 86% of them are women. Most work in clerical and administrative roles in smaller metro areas. Now, here is the inversion nobody saw coming. The jobs people assumed were safe: programmers, writers, data analysts, editors are now the highest displacement risk category. Administrative work faces 2.9 times higher exposure than the average job. Manual data entry sits at 95% automation risk. Meanwhile, electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians are looking more durable than the data analyst 2 floors up. The research consensus on timing points to 2027 through 2030 as the period where this materializes at scale. That gives you an 18 to 36-month window right now. The question is what you do with it. 4 things to focus on: build liquid savings, widen your skill set laterally, keep your geography flexible, and be honest about how much career runway you actually have left. The workers who survive this transition won't just have the right job title, they'll have the capacity to absorb a hit and move. For more AI news, visit infofina.com, infofina.com.